To share some really good news with you. In year 3 we basically get a 6-week student choice project, and we get a catalogue of around 300 projects to choose from. You spend 6 weeks working on that project, and then you write a literature review. As you can imagine, all of my choices were the functional medicine. My number one choice was working in a clinic in Bristol, which I will link down below if you want to check it out, working with integrative GPs. And I got it. So that came through the other day, and I nearly cried when it came through because it's like a dream come true. As many of you know, the reason that I went into medicine was to become a GP, but because of my background as an ex-personal trainer and working in nutrition and just, you know, my spiritual side as well, I would really like to work in a clinic like this one, or even set up my own clinic combining, you know, functional medicine, evidence-based medicine. So having a range of therapists like physiotherapists and GPs, counsellors, that's my dream. So now getting the opportunity to work with integrative GPs in a clinic for 6 weeks, incredible opportunity, and I feel like I'm gonna learn so much. So I'll let you know how that goes. It starts on the 13th of June, I think, for 6 weeks. So I'll vlog that and show you what I get up to. And
Floor 3.
hello. Hello. Here's some bathing.
There's some stains on your photo, little cracks on your rusty frame. Stuck in the mud, but it's okay. I don't have the pieces of you.
I think I must have dreamt about my dad last night, because it's really on my mind today. And then I never think things happen by coincidence, and I was just driving to get a drink now on the way back home, and I heard Rod Stewart, and my dad used to love Rod Stewart. And it's almost like him coming back and saying, you know, I'm still here, I'm still with you. Some days I'll be fine and I'll think about him and, you know, I'll have a big smile on my face, and then the other days I just really miss him. I just remember his big chubby cheeks and the way that he used to laugh and give me encouragement. And I think now, coming up to these exams, if I would have called my dad now when things get really tough, he would have said to me, "Go on, Becca, you know, you got this." And obviously I can't do that anymore, and I just really miss his support. And I think he was the one person that has always believed in me the most. I'm very similar to him in the sense that he always believed that if you want to do something, you get up, you do the work, and you can do anything, you know. I just miss his laugh and his jokes. And so I think it's really important. One thing that I've learned about just emotions in general is, years ago, what I used to do is, if I was feeling like this, I'd try and do something to snap myself out of it. It's such a bad thing to do, because over time and over the years, these emotions just accumulate, and then one day we go to the doctors and we say, I'm depressed, you know, or I just feel like shit, or life is shit, and we get these really negative thoughts and just we feel shit basically. So I think it's important just to sit with our emotions if possible, and just to ask ourselves, okay, what am I feeling and what do I need right now? Ask yourself that question, what do I need right now? And even if it's taking a few hours out of the day just to do a bit of self-care, I think that's absolutely vital for our mental health in the long term. So what I'm going to do now is go and get a drink. It opens at 10 o'clock and it's 5:02 now. And then see how I'm feeling when I get home, and maybe just go for a walk and, you know, just connect with what I need for me to kind of process what's going on, and then in a couple of hours start studying. But I'm not going to force myself. And I think that's the difference. I can force myself to study if I'm in a state of procrastination, or, you know, I'm not feeling like it. But I would never force myself to start studying in order to change my state when I'm feeling like this, because it's so important, once again, to kind of connect with those feelings and allow them to come to the surface, and just take care of ourselves in those moments, you know. This card, the life path card, and I know many of you are not going to be spiritual, and that's okay, but I just wanted to read you just 2 or 3 lines from this book, because it couldn't be more in line with what I'm going through, and it just blows my mind every single time. Do you wonder about your life, your divine life path and purpose? You have been enrolled in spiritual training. This training might be obvious in the form of a course you are taking, medicine, or hidden in a life lesson that is currently triggering your healing, learning, or growth. You are in spiritual training for a divine mission that serves your soul development and spiritual growth, whilst simultaneously helping others. You guys. It will help you express your spiritual purpose in this lifetime. And then it goes on to talking about struggling. So obviously at the moment I'm stressed about exams, and there are days where I want to give up, And it says, sometimes it might cause fatigue or even a feeling of defeat. Yet you shall not give up, you shall continue, and in time you shall triumph with a feeling of peace, resolution, and wisdom. If you are feeling stuck, perhaps you're working on a significant issue or challenge that won't seem to resolve itself. No matter how much effort you apply, then you're being guided to ask for help from your spiritual team. Call upon your own higher self and soul to take over all aspects of the issue. Be patient. Do not resist what is, but neither collapse into it. Use your spiritual practice to strengthen you as you move through this training. If you are uncertain about what is happening in your life right now, don't fret. Sometimes a smaller desire has to be sacrificed for the attainment of the greater vision. Be at peace. Know that all beings shine at the right time, and so shall you. This oracle is also confirmation that a vision of your path on earth is being shared with you, whether in small daydreams, big dreams at night. What did I say in the car earlier about having a dream about my dad? In meditation, or simply in the feedback you receive repeatedly from different sources. You're being asked to trust in what you see, sense and feel about your vision for your life path and divine purpose. Even if you are not clear, trust that it is coming to you with loving divine timing. Be open-minded and listen for what makes your heart sing. So whenever I connect to spirit, and whenever I connect via these cards, or just sitting down quiet in meditation and feeling that energy, it makes me very emotional, especially when the messages are so in line with what's going on in my life. And it always blows my mind, because in this deck I think there's about 50 cards, and this one came up, and I don't think, I mean, I know it's not a coincidence that I got that, and this is so in line, isn't it, with what I'm experiencing today, and just generally in life. Like the most beautiful energy and feeling that I think one can experience on earth. And when the messages resonate, and when it's something that we need to hear, for me anyway, it brings me such a sense of peace, and it's almost like I'm not alone on earth. And I know that sounds crazy to most, but it's like back home, or if I connect to source via these messages and via these cards, it gives me that drive to continue what I see as my life purpose here. It's confirmation for me in these cards that my life purpose is about helping others to heal, and like I always talk about, mind, body, soul, but it's also for me to learn about how to heal my own soul as well. And I think that message in that card described that mission and that purpose so beautifully. So it just gives me that reassurance that I'm on the right path, and Spirit have got my back. And as long as I listen to my intuition and I keep following the signs and the synchronicities and the dreams, then I'm going to be on the right path, and I'm fulfilling that mission.
marinating and we get SI, soak inside, with low liquidy labs. And in DI, we diurese, or basically drain a lot of fluid.